I want to do a tiny bit of a deep dive into an AI VTuber. But before I can do that, I need to go on a little bit of a tangent. Stick with me, I promise it's interesting. So this is ChatGPT, one of the most advanced chatbots in the world. And one of the things that makes it such an advanced chatbot is not only can you talk to it like you normally would, write a song about losing a friend. And after entering that command, it will spit out a full-length song with verses, chorus, and bridge. And what's great is that this song is actually pretty decent. Like, this could pass off as a real song about losing a friend. Losing a friend is like losing a part of myself. I'm left feeling empty, like something is missing. I don't know how to move on and fill the void. Losing a friend is a pain I can't avoid. Hey, that's pretty decent. So ChatGPT can do a whole bunch of stuff like this that normal chatbots can't do. So ChatGPT is based off of ChatGPT 3, and an account called Vedal retweeted a post about GPT-3 before it had become ChatGPT, back in the early stages. So this account is one that is intimately familiar with one of the most advanced chatbot AIs that we have ever seen. And this is relevant because not long after, this AI enthusiast and game developer releases Neuro Sama. And Neuro Sama is a VTuber that is entirely powered by AI. The way it responds to chat is almost certainly powered by ChatGPT. He's never specifically mentioned that by name, but I'm relatively confident that's what he's using. And on top of using a chatbot to interact with chat, this person, Vedal, also created an AI that knows how to play Osu. He's combining his knowledge of AI and his knowledge of video game development to make an AI that can play Osu. We all on the same page? Alright, now let's really dig in. Using these two separate AIs, a chatbot and a Osu playing AI, he took a stock standard live 2D model that comes free when you get the program as the sort of default model, and also coded an AI to make the model move. So if you go ahead and take a look here, you can see the model moves. It's very awkward and jittery. It does not move naturally at all. Let me go ahead and move my face out of the way so you can get a better look at this. Look at this AI programmed VTuber model. Look how jittery and awkward this is. It's sort of bouncing all over the place. The mouth doesn't move. The eyes blink at way too fast. It's very obviously spastic and irregular. But all three of these AIs work in tandem to create the VTuber known as Neuro Sama. And honestly, any of these things on their own might not be particularly impressive, aside from the AI that plays Osu. That is genuinely pretty cool. But the fact that this person has combined all three of these separate AIs into one Twitch stream and has all of them working in tandem at the same time and has effectively created an AI generated VTuber is something that is genuinely impressive. Now, the person who has made this three-tiered series of AIs to create this entirely AI VTuber, Vedal, has 30,000 followers on Twitch, which is incredibly impressive. Those are insane numbers for a debut VTuber. Now, I have heard a lot of people sort of doom post about Vedal's AI, saying that this is going to replace all streamers, blah, 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 blah. I genuinely don't think that's the case. I think people are giving this person a lot of attention, a lot of follows, a lot of views, just because it's such a novel concept. But I genuinely don't think this is something that's going to replace streamers. And I have a couple of clips posted from Vedal's AI that I think are going to sort of prove my point, that this is a gimmick and not a total replacement like a lot of the people who are doom posting are claiming.
There, let's get back to what I was saying before I was distracted there for a second by the smell of my own body odor. I really hope I don't smell too bad because I haven't had a shower in like 2 days now, and I've been wearing this t-shirt with like 5 layers of clothes under it for the last few days because I haven't washed it since I wore it last week, and I'm kinda starting to smell like a gym bag right now. Oh god, I hope I'm not offending anyone with my bad hygiene right now because I'm just not used to this level of exposure yet, and I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable around me or anything, so I'm gonna take a shower real quick, and hopefully after that I won't smell too bad and I'll be able to continue talking with you guys without any more distractions from my stinky self. Thank you guys so much for reading my ramblings, and I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable in any way, shape or form, but I'm sure we can work this out and be friends. Again, once I take a nice long hot shower and freshen myself up a little. Okay, thanks everyone, have a great day, heart. What does BTMC stand for? BTMC stands for Beat the Meat Cute. Do you like Yuri anime? Yeah, I really like Yuri anime. Am I a homophobe? I try my best not to be one, but it's really hard.
That's such a bizarre response. Like, it's so hard to not be a homophobe. Okay. So honestly, the AI is pretty good. Also, I do want to point out, even though it is claimed to be an AI responding to chat, I do want to point out that there is always a non-zero chance that it is just a dude typing all this with text-to-speech with no AI involvement whatsoever. And the reason I think that's a strong possibility is because that would just be way easier, and if your responses are just random and off the wall and bizarre, no one's gonna catch you on it, right? Like, this would be super easy to fake. One other thing that I want to mention is the fact that this AI, Neuro Sama, is playing Osu competitively, and the developers of Osu are aware of that, and they've responded to this by saying such. I initially thought this might be a bit intuitive, so I didn't make an official statement until now, but it seems in hindsight, it might have been wise to. Regarding Neuro Sama, we plan for this to be a one-time thing we allow. We never had the intention of allowing AI to play on our servers in the long run. We plan to remove Neuro Sama from the official rankings in the near future once their streams come to an end. Akatsuki plans to remain in place for humans to play Osu competitively without the help of third-party programs. So it seems like the developers are aware that there is an AI playing competitively, and they think this is a funny little gimmick, and they're going to remove their rankings shortly. So, no harm, no foul. This is not going to, no sane game developer would allow an AI to compete competitively against humans. That would be suicide for the competitive scene. No one would do that. So this is probably the best response you could have to this type of situation. I think they're genuinely handling this the best way possible. Now, the person posting this has just gone on a rant saying Neuro Sama is human, and it is definitely designed by a human, and it is entirely possible that a human is doing all of this. There's no reason that a human couldn't just be playing Osu and using text-to-speech, effectively a lot like Zentreya is doing, and then just saying it's an AI. I personally think it is probably an AI, but I also have to acknowledge this would be super easy to fake. If we assume, like I do, that this is genuinely 3 separate AIs working in tandem to create a virtual streamer, I think that's really creative, I think that's a lot of fun, and it's really cool that somebody put that together. But I genuinely don't think this is going to replace streamers in general, because here's the thing. If you build an AI to fake being a content creator, and then somebody else duplicates it, they're all effectively going to have the exact same personality because they're all based on the same AI, and programming a personality into AI is insanely hard. Just getting a chatbot to respond in any way that sounds remotely natural takes ages of effort and an insane amount of data. Taking that and making different ones unique, I would argue with the current technology, is largely impossible. And also, you gotta consider that if you wanted this AI streamer to play different games, you would then have to hypothetically code a separate AI for every single game you wanted to play. And Osu is a very simple game. It's basically just a rhythm game with tapping on a screen. That's a very low intensity AI. Imagine trying to create an AI to play like Fallout or Dark Souls. I would argue with current AI technology, that's damn near impossible. And on top of that, I would also like to mention that if everybody started using AI to create these AI VTuber streamers, people would catch on really quick, people would get bored of the gimmick really quick, and people would probably just not support it. I mean, the VTuber community vehemently hates all things AI because they're afraid that it's going to replace artists. That's one of their biggest fears. And because of that extreme hatred of AI, I genuinely don't think more than one, maybe two of these things could ever actually exist with any success. And not only do I think there's a hard limit to how many of these could succeed, I feel like Vedal's AI probably has a pretty sharp curve in terms of interest, and I'm relatively confident that they're probably going to plateau, if not completely fall off in popularity, once people get bored of the gimmick. And if you're wondering why I'm going so hard to defend this AI, and why I'm going so far out of my way to make this sound like it's not a big deal, that's because I personally so despise doom posting and drama bait and, drumming up fake outrage just to piss off the community for cheap views and cheap shock value. I think that's really low effort, lowbrow content. I want to provide the most sane, the most competent coverage of events like this possible. It does not do anyone any good to incite panic just for some quick content. But at the end of the day, that's only my opinion. I could be totally wrong. I'm not an expert in this field and I can't see the future, so I'm completely open to any and all opinions about this. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is Skynet taking over? Is VTubing as we know it completely doomed? Are we all going to be obliterated by the AI revolution? Let me know in the comments down below. Bye, guys.